Hey, welcome back to the channel. Before we start today, I want to ask you something. Have you ever studied English for a long time, but when someone speaks to you in English, your mind goes completely blank? You know the words, you studied the grammar, but in that moment, yet nothing comes out. You feel nervous, you feel embarrassed. Maybe you even think, maybe English is just not for me. If that sounds familiar, then I want you to know something important. You are not alone, and there is nothing wrong with you. This happens to millions of English learners every single day. And here's the truth. The problem is not your intelligence. The problem is not your memory. The problem is the way you are practicing English. Most learners study English like a school subject. They memorize lists of words. They do grammar exercises. They study hard for tests. But real English, the English you use in real life, also is different. It's alive, it's fast, it's natural. And in today's video, I am going to show you exactly how to change the way you learn, step by step, in a way that actually works. By the end of this video, you will have 7 powerful steps to improve your English. Starting today, not next week, not someday, today. So stay with me. Let's do this together. Step 1. Build daily English habits. Let's start with step 1. And this is probably the most important step of all. Build daily English habits. Now, I want you to think about something. How do babies learn to speak their first language? They don't sit in a classroom. They don't study grammar books. They don't memorize vocabulary lists. They hear English on whatever language every single day, all around them, all the time. And slowly, naturally, they start to understand. Then they start to speak. That is the power of consistency. Doing something every day, even just a little bit, is far more powerful than studying for 5 hours once a week. Here's a simple truth. 10 minutes every day beats 2 hours every Sunday. Think about it like going to the gym. If you want to get stronger, you can't just go to the gym one time and expect results. You have to go regularly. You have to make it a habit. English is the same. So how do you build a daily English habit? Here's the key. Anama, attach English to something you already do every day. For example, every morning when you drink your coffee or tea, open an English app for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. That's it. Or maybe you take a bus or a train to work. Put on an English podcast. Listen while you travel. Or at night before you sleep, watch one short English video on YouTube. Like this one. The idea is simple. You don't need to find extra time. You just need to connect English to your existing daily routine. Here are some useful expressions you can start using right now. I practice English every morning. I try to learn something new every day. Little by little, I am getting better. Say those out loud. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Little by little. That is the secret. Small steps every day. And over time, those small steps add up to something incredible. You will be amazed at how much you improve just by being consistent. Step 2. Learn useful. Everyday vocabulary. Okay, step 2. This one changes everything for a lot of learners. Learn useful everyday vocabulary. Now, here is something very important. You do not need to know every word in the English language to speak English well. That is impossible. Even native English speakers don't know every word. What you need is the right vocabulary. The words and phrases that people use every day in real conversations, in movies, in the news, at work, with friends. So instead of memorizing long, complicated words that you will never use, focus on high-frequency vocabulary. These are the words that appear again and again in everyday English. For example, like words like get, take, make, have, go, come, look, think, feel, say, know, want, need. These simple words are extremely powerful, and native speakers combine them in many different ways. Let me give you some examples. Can you give me a hand? This means, can you help me? I'll be right back. This means, I'm leaving for a short time and I'll return soon. What do you mean? You use this when you don't understand something. No worries. This means it's okay. Don't worry about it. That makes sense. You use this when you understand something clearly. These are real expressions. Native speakers use them every single day. So, how do you learn vocabulary in a way that actually sticks? Here's my advice: learn words in context, not in isolation. Don't just write a word and its translation. Write the whole sentence. Write a situation where you would use it. For example, don't just write apologize. Instead, write, I want to apologize for being late. I'm really sorry. Now you see the word in a real situation. That makes it much easier to remember. Another great technique is to keep a vocabulary notebook. Every day, write down 3 to 5 new words or phrases. Write them in sentences. Read them out loud. Review them the next day. After 1 month, you will have over 100 new expressions. After 3 months, more than 300. That is a real vocabulary upgrade. And here is a bonus tip. Use new words the same day you learn them. Say them out loud. Use them in a sentence. Send them in a message to a friend. The more you use a word, the faster it becomes part of your natural English. Step 3. Practice listening. Every day. Step 3 is something a lot of learners ignore, and that is a big mistake. Practice listening every day. Think about this: before you could speak your first language, you listened to it for months, maybe years. You were absorbing the sounds, the rhythm, the patterns of the language, all before you said a single word. Listening is the foundation of fluency. When you listen to a lot of English, something amazing starts to happen. Your brain starts to recognize patterns. You start to understand faster. And when you speak, the words come out more naturally because you have heard them so many times before. But here's the thing: a lot of English learners only listen to English in their classroom, maybe 2 or 3 hours a week. That is not enough. You need to listen to English outside the classroom too, in your daily life. So here are some practical ways to do that. Number 1, watch English videos with subtitles. YouTube is perfect for this. Watch videos about topics you enjoy. Maybe cooking, maybe travel, maybe science, maybe funny videos. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are hearing real English being spoken naturally. Start with English subtitles, not your native language. Try to listen first. Use the subtitles to check your understanding. Over time, you will need the subtitles less and less. Number 2, listen to English podcasts. Podcasts are wonderful for learners. There are podcasts for every level. There are slow, clear podcasts designed for English learners. And there are natural, fast podcasts for more advanced learners. Start at a comfortable level and move up as you improve. Number 3, watch English movies and TV shows. This is a fun way to hear natural English. At first, it might feel fast and difficult. That is completely normal. Don't give up. Watch the same episode 2 or 3 times if you need to. Every time you watch, you will understand a little more. Here are some great listening expressions to know. Could you say that again, please? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you speak a little slower, please? These are polite, natural ways to ask someone to repeat themselves. And native speakers use them too, and it's completely normal. The more you listen, the more your ears train themselves to understand English. And when your ears are trained, speaking becomes so much easier. Step 4, speak without fear. Now we come to step 4, and this is where many learners get stuck. Speak without fear. Let me ask you, what's the number one reason English learners don't speak? Fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding strange. Fear of saying the wrong word. Fear of what other people will think. I understand that feeling completely. It is one of the most common challenges for language learners around the world. But here's something I want you to really think about. Mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Every mistake you make is a sign that you are trying, and every time you try and make a mistake and then correct it, you improve. That is how language learning works. That is how all learning works. Think about babies learning to walk. They fall down again and again. Does the baby give up? No. The baby gets back up and tries again, and eventually they walk, then they run. You need the same attitude with English speaking. So, how do you start speaking without fear? First, start small. You don't need to give a speech. Start by talking to yourself. Yes, talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. When you are cooking, say, I am making dinner. I'm cutting vegetables. I'm adding some salt. When you get ready in the morning, narrate your actions. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm getting dressed. I need to find my keys. This sounds simple, but it is incredibly powerful. You are training your brain and your mouth to work together in English with zero pressure. Second, practice with a language partner. Find someone who is also learning English or someone who speaks English and wants to help you practice. You can use apps like HelloTalk or Tandem to find language partners from around the world. You will make mistakes, so will they. And that is perfectly okay. That is the whole point. Third, record yourself speaking. Use your phone. Choose a simple topic. Maybe describe your day or talk about your favorite food. Record yourself for 1 minute, then listen back. You might cringe a little. Most people do. But it is an amazing way to hear your own progress and identify areas to improve. Here are some confidence-building phrases. Let me try to explain. I'm not sure, but I think, sorry, I'm still learning English, but these phrases are honest and natural. People respect learners who try. Nobody expects perfection. They just want to communicate. And remember, every time you speak English, even if it's not perfect, you are getting better. Every single time. Step 5. Think in English. Step 5 is something that will take your English to a completely new level. Think in English. Right now, when you want to say something in English, what do? Most learners do this. First, they think in their native language. Then they translate the sentence into English. Then they say it. This process is slow, and it makes speaking feel difficult and unnatural. The goal, the real goal of learning English, is to stop translating and start thinking directly in English. When you think in English, your speaking becomes faster. Your answers sound more natural. Your confidence goes up because you're no longer running two languages at the same time inside your head. So how do you train your brain to think in English? First, label your world. Look around the room you are in right now. Can you name everything in English? The chair, the table, the lamp, the window, the floor. Every day, look at objects around you and say their names in English. This is simple, but it helps your brain connect English words directly to the real world, not through translation. Second, have an inner monologue in English. An inner monologue is the voice inside your head. the one that never stops talking. Train that voice to speak English. When you are deciding what to eat, think, I'm hungry. What should I have for lunch? Maybe rice or maybe noodles. I think I'll have noodles today. When you are planning your day, think in English. Okay, first I need to finish this report. Then I'll have a meeting at 2 o'clock. After that, I can take a break. Third, describe what you see. When you are walking down the street, describe what you see in your head in English. There's a red car. A woman is walking her dog. The weather's really nice today. This is like a constant, low pressure English practice session, like happening inside your mind all day long. Over time, you will notice something amazing. English will start to feel more automatic, more natural, less like work, and more like just thinking. Step 6. Practice real life conversations. Okay, step 6. This is where everything comes together. Practice real life conversations. The best way to get ready for real English conversations is to practice real English conversations. That sounds obvious, but a lot of learners skip this step. They study and study, but they never actually practice the kinds of conversations they will have in real life. So let's fix that right now. Think about the situations where you need English in your daily life. Maybe you travel and need to ask for directions. Maybe you go to a restaurant and need to order food. Maybe you are at work and need to join a meeting in English. Maybe you meet a foreign friend or colleague and want to make small talk. These are real situations, and for each one, there are specific expressions that are very useful to know. Let me walk you through a few. Situation 1. Greeting someone for the first time. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm your name. What do you do for work? Where are you from originally? How long have you been here? Simple, natural, friendly. Situation 2. At a cafe or restaurant. Can I get a coffee, please? What do you recommend? Could I have the bill, please? This is delicious, thank you. Situation 3. When you don't understand something. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? What does that mean? Can you explain that in a different way? I'm not sure I understand. Can you give me an example? It is absolutely okay to say these things. In fact, saying them shows that you are engaged and that you want to understand. That is a good thing. Situation 4. Wrapping up a conversation. It was great talking to you. I have to get going, but let's catch up soon. Take care. Have a great day. Now, here is my challenge for you. Pick one of these situations, and this week try to use those expressions in a real conversation, or practice them with a friend or language partner. Real practice in real situations is the fastest way to improve, because you're not just learning English, you are using English, and that makes all the difference. Okay, we have covered a lot today, and I am so proud of you for staying with me until the end. That already shows that you are serious about improving your English, and I believe 100% that you can do it. Let me quickly go through everything we talked about today. Step 1. Build daily English habits. Be consistent. Even 10 minutes a day makes a huge difference. Attach English to things you already do every day. Step 2. Learn useful everyday vocabulary. Focus on the words and phrases that people actually use. Learn them in context. Use them the same day you learn them. Step 3. Practice listening every day. Watch English videos. Listen to podcasts. Watch movies and TV shows. Train your ears to understand natural English. Step 4. Speak without fear. Mistakes are your teacher. Start small. Talk to yourself. Practice with a partner. Record yourself. Every time you speak, you improve. Step 5. Think in English. Label your world. Build an English inner monologue. Describe what you see. The more you think in English, the more natural your speaking will become. Step 6. Practice real life conversations. Learn the expressions for real situations like meeting people, ordering food, asking for help, wrapping up conversations, then actually use them. These 6 steps work, but only if you do them. Here's my final message to you today. Learning English is a journey. It takes time. It takes effort. And yes, like sometimes it feels hard, but every day that you practice, you are moving forward. Even on the hard days, even on the days when you feel like you are not improving, you are improving. You just can't always see it yet. So here's what I want you to do starting today. Choose just one thing from this video, just one step, and commit to doing it every day this week. Maybe you will listen to an English podcast on your commute. Maybe you will write 5 new vocabulary words in a notebook. Maybe you will talk to yourself in English for 5 minutes every morning. Start small, stay consistent, and watch what happens. You've got this. I believe in you. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot and it helps other English learners find this content. Drop a comment below and tell me, which step are you going to start with today? I read every comment. I would love to hear from you. And if you want more videos like this, more English tips, more useful expressions, more real practice, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more English learning videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, Onokse, and keep practicing your English every single day. Bye for now.